you're live. And now I'm live here. Um, just a quick 5 card draw because I feel like, again, it's been so long. And I'm definitely, before the sun goes down, with the full moon in Aries. Oh my gosh, that moon was so nice last night in the clear sky. It was just, I even managed a fire by myself. So I was pretty happy about that. And I just want to take some photos because, like the leaves are like half in the trees and half on the ground. So it's quite the sight to see. I'm also beginning a new project. Well, Zeke dyed the fabric, and I'm going to be making witches' hats. So there's that. I'm really experimenting and watching tutorials, so we'll see how it pans out. All right, and I had a deck of cards. I came here ready. Thought I was ready. I wasn't ready. Well, ain't that something? Be right back. Oh, over here. Okie dokie. So, gotta get both my cameras set up again in a way that I like it. Maybe if I go. What happens when I do? Oh, but then you can't see me at all. Shoop, right next to each other. My friend dropped off this mirror the other night, and it's amazing. Still gonna figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, but thanks, Tylen. So yeah, October's been busy. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting towards the end of a big program that I started back in January. It's kind of a big deal to me that I do everything accordingly, I guess. It's kind of weird looking at myself twice. I'm not gonna lie. 5 things that the universe wants us to know today. That's important. 5 things to know. 5 things to consider. 5 important details. And again, last time I used the Hermetic deck, and this time I'm also using the Hermetic deck. It was the most accessible, and it's the first deck I've ever had. So that's what we're using today. I got the Queen of Swords reversed. Hey. She is upright, all about using the power of intellect, overcoming challenges, debates, battles, usually a mature feminine energy. And in reverse, now this the King of Swords, I know, is all about intellect and high ideals. The Queen of Swords is more like using thoughts as strategy and focus, and there's like a steady hand when working with fire, so to speak. As we go through this new moon, the Aries energy, it's important that we are able to move the air in the direction we are needing to um, overcome challenges again. And it has a lot to do with your internal struggle versus like how we navigate what we need to do on a daily basis using that mental strategy to overcome something that's particularly difficult, or maybe perhaps being trivial is difficult. Experiencing trivial things can be difficult. I know that's something for me sometimes. In any case, we're going to move on because, yeah, that's what I got at the moment. So now, the original meaning is the Queen of Thrones of Air. And I probably already said that. It's an air energy card. I associate it with Libra energy, honestly, because as we're in Libra season, I think today's forecast or yesterday, after Pluto went direct this weekend, and we had to kind of face some, challenges. We had to confront the truth of something, as uncomfortable as it may have been, with light. Understanding that is a part, and balancing how we are navigating the world that we're currently living in, or that we are, our lifestyle, or what is currently needing to be focused with balance. Because I do work a lot, for example, and not taking enough breaks, I tend to feel pretty exhausted. And instead of acknowledging that in the past, I've just kind of let it sit quietly so that I still have, people I can talk to. And I'm finding more like I like talking to people, but I like balancing, taking the time to rest and feeling like, my thoughts and emotions are my own. And that kind of goes into the next card, the Nine of Cups, uh, upright. Nine of Cups, I feel like has a lot to do with um, when we are, past the initial feeling of joy. We have, overcome our illusions. The Seven of Cups has a lot to do with too many choices and illusions. And then the Eight of Cups is like, what do we abandon? What do we leave behind? So now that goes into 9, which is like a fulfilling card. It's not quite the 10 where you're content and you have like your home and your family and all your things are in order, but it's like you are going towards that. You're recognizing where your successes are and the things that do feel good. You're kind of like holding space for that emotion right now. And then I have Four of Cups reversed, which is another emotion card, water card. We just got through air, which is thoughts and ideas, and now we're into emotions. And the Four of Cups upright is all about reevaluating a situation that will bring you back to a clear picture of what is going on internally and what is the external world. How are we balancing them? And I find that the Four of Cups is a great one when you're like wondering, if you overlooked something or if you missed something and that comes up, then that is definitely like a sign to look at, in DBT, they call it a behavior chain analysis. And I think that you could actually use that as well if you wanted a more in-depth reading. That would be like 7 cards. But it's looking at the prompting event that happened or situation, and then we are deciding from there how we reacted or responded to a situation, and then how the situation played out essentially. But it's broken down. And sometimes, looking at the reevaluating card, it can really give you an opportunity to um, reevaluate. Think about, is this, line up with what I have going on in the outer world? What I'm feeling is real, my own experience, but does it relate to anyone? The human experience itself, perhaps. It's open to interpretation, but that's how I would interpret it. Then we have 9 of Swords reversed. My elbow as well. 9 of Swords reversed. 9 of Swords upright is like a nightmare. It's like, what happened? I find that it's like, maybe something similar to insomnia or just having lots of nightmares, waking up and being like overwhelmed, frightened. It's like mentally trapped in an idea and not being able to necessarily grasp that. And I just think it's again in reverse, which tells me also it's Mars and Gemini energy together, which is like war and communication. So I think of war on communication. And in reverse, I would say that or whoever, I'm pulling the cards, so the query has some opportunity to, or they're in the midst of overcoming this war on the mind, so to speak. And again, it's that air energy, so it's about thoughts and it's about ideas. And when we're overcoming the thoughts that debilitate us or that trap us, we are often able to see more of our options, maybe even feel a little lighter in the steps. And I don't know, just like look forward to things that would otherwise be wouldn't say insignificant, because I've learned that the most insignificant things are actually the most significant to me. It's just the being a human and existing right now. We need to feel good about something, and also to acknowledge, what's not good right now. Being fair to others, empathizing. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the last one and then I'll pull it all together. Last card for you. One of my favorites, the Lovers. It's also a Gemini card, by the way. And it's about the children of the voice divine, according to the original, the Hermetic Decks interpretation. I like to think of it, my interpretation, on Tarot Selfies by May. You can find it at maysdomain.com. I still have a few decks left if anybody wants them. Interested. I just wanted to say that it's the 6th card in the Major Arcana, and the Major Arcana is about major life lessons. That's my interpretation. And it also has a lot to do with attraction and the keywords union of devotion. I think of what are we attracted to in life and what is attracted to us as a result, the law of attraction, mixed with perhaps this other idea. I believe it is the union of devotion. We are coming together with our ideas and doing something that we are dedicated or devoted to, in a way that I feel like devotion is related to love, because it is something that we strive for, understanding ourselves as well as the other person potentially that um, you might be in a relationship with, or me, um, anyone who's in any relationship. I feel like it's sometimes going to be hard work. That's a given. And as long as both parties are trying to do the work, that is devotion. And that is a worthwhile thing. And to have it upright is like a really awesome symbol of, why one might strive, and to pull it all together when we find out what we are attracted to and what we want, and stay devoted to that, stay focused on that, we are able to overcome that internal battle or that war on the mind that traps us from making decisions, perhaps. Um, and we can feel more fulfilled emotionally. Um, and potentially, like, jump into any challenge, face it with bravery, perhaps, and also a calm manner, balanced manner, Libra scales. And finally, finishing that off. Oh, that was the final card. Don't forget to reevaluate your current circumstances and see how it relates. If it's still all the things that you want, then what can you do to keep that going, to keep that process going? If it's something different, what steps are you going to take? You got to start thinking about it now. And this might be like using that Aries energy to like take the action necessary, but also ride the waves, one thing at a time, and stay peaceful with, like, as in maintaining a sense of inner peace, like meditating, um, being mindful and aware of what's happening. And you're not going to like everything that ever happens, but if you know why you're doing what you're doing, and you feel strongly about it, um, like, reflect on why that might be. And if it's still something that that you want to do, just keep doing it. That's what I got. I'm kind of really tired and I want to see what it's like outside. So I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for listening to me as I tried to pick apart my words. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm going to try to do this more often. Definitely after this week, or next week, I'm going to be having maybe more time. So stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.